matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Oakland. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And some space here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. And with the play clock running out, Jack Del Rio is going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. It's AP, Adrian Peterson. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Flushed out right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
From the pistol, they run with Peterson. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose.
A plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit and put some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Powering his way forward. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's OKC football here to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Bortles going to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And all the way in for the touchdown. Austin Hooper, 36 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Smith on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Smith. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Throwing again is Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And his throw here's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And some room to run now. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
That's it, baby.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Forced out to his left. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Here's a screen to Powell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And this is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown! Adrian Peterson, 32 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. The final shot here before break. Smith. And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Shifts by him. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they... Adrian Peterson! And touchdown! Adrian Peterson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A handoff as they run the counter play. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd down following the run. The handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
Now a run with Peterson, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. To throw on 3rd down. Smith caught on the right side. Reed. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They run the counter now on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bump.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Zach Ertz, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They run again with Peterson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Smith now to throw. And this is caught. Pulled in by Clark. 5 yards on the pickup. And it'll give the Raiders a 1st down.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And it's a good return here as he'll get...